Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and this is another one of my raw videos done in my backyard. So I still don't have my gaming machine up and running fully yet. I did repair the hard drive, and I've got the OS reloaded and everything, and I am actually making headway. I got World of Tanks installed last night, and it works fabulous. So I'm out here in the middle of the day filming, and you know, with having shaved my head, I got to get a little bit of a tan here because it's quite pale where I had the hair. And I'm just realizing that with my AC units running over here, I hope it's not too much noise, and I just hesitate to think what my first power bill here is going to be, because I believe it's going to be big. So anyway, and another thing, I'm trying out this tripod. It's just a little cheap tripod that I got the camera on, and I've got the camera on it because I'm going to be taking it with me this weekend as I fly back to Mississippi to pick up my motorcycle and drive it here to Florida. And so I'm going to be taking this camera with me, and I'm going to be taking plenty of content here on my phone of suggestions for videos from people like you, and this little tripod so that I can stand out and look like a fool anywhere. So, and maybe I'll take a wireless mic with me so I can stand out by the lake and have the camera up here. I'll have to try that. So, but I'll have to do that before I try doing any videos. So, I got a question here about MMOs, and it comes from DJ942009 off of YouTube. He says, wow, it's so bright out here, I gotta cover this. He says, do you think that if a person has already leveled so many characters that they should get a pass to bot for more levels? He says, I haven't done it, but I believe I have thought about it because, like WoW, the storyline doesn't change from levels 10 to 85. I have just leveled my 11th character to the max level, his monk. And I gotta tell you, I almost didn't get through it as I was so bored, but I like the end game PvPing so much that I wanted to do it. Or maybe not allow us to bot, but give us like an XP boost after leveling so many characters, or at least allow us to skip some of the slow walking sequences and allow you to be there where they follow a person or something like that. So, okay. There's a couple of things that I have comments on this, and that is that the first is don't bot. The second is that if you are having to, I mean, maybe it's time to find a new game. I mean, really, how much time and energy have you put into WoW? Is there no other game that catches your attention? Something new that you can experience, something new for you to do? Because you're bored, is what it is, because you've done all this content before. And so you're trying to get to the end game, which is nice, you know, and I can appreciate that. And if people like end game, then it is something that you have to do. So 11 characters all the way to the max level, that's pretty cool. But, okay, so as far as botting goes, no, I don't think that you can allow some people to bot and others not to. I don't think that would work. And I think that people who are not honest would just bot all the way up into where they could legally bot. And that's how they would do it. So I don't think that would work in games like WoW and most of the big MMOs. So now, let's see here. Your ideas of being able to get bonus experience or, you know, fly past certain things, whatnot, you know, they already do that. Do you remember how long it took you on your first or second character to get to the max level? And it's probably hell of a lot longer than what it took you to do it with your monk. And they dumbed down, this happens for all games, it's not just WoW. They dumb down the barrier to entry for people so that more people will play, so that more people can get to the content that they want to and try and attract more people. At the beginning, it's more of the hardcore players. And in the middle, they try and get both. Towards the end, which WoW is definitely on its second half. You know, can WoW go for 20 years? Well, actually, it probably can. but do I expect it to go for 20 years? I'm not so sure that I expect that, but you know, it is it's just a natural progression that the games get easier, so that in the second, you know, so that as the game is more mature, it still attracts new players. And to do that, they have to make things more casual. And that's very unfortunate for those of us who really enjoy character development and enjoy doing things like, you know, that's what I enjoy, is the character development. And I'm not so much for the storyline, but I am for going out and working on my characters and achieving new levels. And so while yours is in-game, mine is getting there. And actually once I get there, I'm not so much interested in the end game, and I would actually start another character and start playing him. Now my main character that, you know, I got there in the first place, I'd still play them, but it'd be more of in a supportive role to my newer characters. So that's just how I play. Anyway, so I think it's an interesting ideas that you have there, but I don't think it would fly. So that's what I think. Anyway, okay, so now I'm out in my backyard again, and this sun is burning me bright. Yeah. So in fact, I mentioned that I was setting this up for my motorcycle so that I could ride. I'm riding about between 550 and 600 miles this weekend, and so that's going to be quite a chore. And I'll be making plenty of stops. Hopefully I'll find some great places to do some videos, and it should be a lot of fun. But definitely going to have to wear sunscreen, especially if the weather's like this. Even though I'm pretty tan, you know, from living down here in the south, I will still burn to a crisp being out in the sun that long. I'm Marky Dragon. Take care.